and welcome to Yoga for Anxious Types with me, Marina White Raven. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the people who've been coming for weeks and weeks, and welcome to people who are brand new today. You're all, your whole of yourself is welcome. So I have a theme for today. I don't always, but I felt it was apt. New horizons. And when I was thinking about this, I was thinking about one thing is, we maybe have something we're aiming towards in our life, but, that kind of, it's not about the goal, it's about actually looking towards that. And also about expanding our comfort zone. And there's a lovely quote from Neale Donald Walsch, which is, life begins at the end of your comfort zone. So let's explore the comfort zone and let's see if we can expand it today in our yoga practice. So the sound of the bell marks the beginning of our practice, and we are going to start standing. Just going to move a couple of things. There we go. Okay. So let's start off by connecting our energy up, repatterning. Take the right hand to the left shoulder, and we're going to sweep that left from the left shoulder down to the right hip, diagonally across the body. We'll do 3 of those. You can really take your time and be really mindful about that action. We'll do 1 more. And the left hand on the right shoulder, 3 sweeps. Good. And 1 more. Extra. And then we're just going to bounce on our heels, just a soft bounce, just to get the legs a little bit more prepared and remind us not to lock the knees. So it's just a soft knee, maybe a little bit bent actually, and then already we kind of want to get a bit bouncy, so we're just letting the feet bounce on the ground, letting the arms be nice and floppy, so just shaking up everything a little bit, giving a little bit of a shake up. And let's to go with that, let's rub the palms together and clear out, just shake off the hands so we can feel fresh for our start. And now bring the legs together, the sides of the feet. Really get both the feet, the sides of the feet together, and think about squeezing the legs together. Breathing in, lift the arms up. As you lift the arms up on the in-breath, still inhaling, lift off the heels. The heels come off the floor, and we're squeezing the legs together. We're squeezing the arms together, holding the breath in, and then breathing out slowly through the nostrils as the arms come down slowly and the heels come down to the ground. Let's try it again. Feet together, breathing in all the way up. Let's ignite the flame. So we're squeezing. And as you breathe out, slowly bring the hands down. The hands are coming down, the palms are coming down, and the heels are coming down. Let's try 1 more to engage with that battery. Let's build up the energy battery. Breathing in, hold that breath in. Hold, hold. Lift the heels and then breathing out slowly, smoothly. Slowly bring the hands down to the sides. Good. Okay. Lift the shoulders up, breathe in. And release. Out through the mouth. We'll do a couple more. These are fantastic, these little shoulder shrugs. Out through the mouth. You can bring them into any part of the day. And they work like magic. Yeah. Whoa. Realize how much tension there is in the neck, and so let's deal with the neck a little bit. Feet on the ground, feet hips width apart, lift the toes, place them down. Feel the connection to the ground, feel the body, and we'll just think about lifting the chest so the shoulders can sit down, and bring the chin slightly tucked in, back of the neck is long. Breathe in through the nostrils, and as you breathe out, just turning the head to look over the left shoulder. So we're just going to focus on the neck a little bit. Release the shoulders down. Stay with that direction, looking over the left shoulder, but breathe in again. And see if you can go a little bit further on the out breath. Keep dropping the shoulders down without pushing or forcing. Just see if there's a little bit more space to move into. Use the inhale to bring the head forwards. Yeah, can you feel that difference? I can. Breathing in, facing forwards, breathing out, taking the nose and the eyes to look over that right shoulder. So keep the knees soft, keep the connection with the ground, keep dropping the shoulders down. So the neck is really long, you can feel that on the left side even more. Breathing in, breathing out, going a little bit further, keep dropping the shoulders down. Feel that the fingers are reaching down towards the ground. Use the inhale to bring your nose forward, bring your face forward. Inhale, and the exhale, just bring the chin to the chest. Get the knees to get a little bit softer as well. So we get the back body gets a little bit of release, the back of the neck. So really let the head be heavy. Good. Just keeping the knees slightly soft, just relax at the back. Let the arms really be heavy. Chest kind of collapses, so you're really opening between the upper back. Use the inhale to lift the head up. And exhale. Use the inhale just to lift the head up. So we're lifting the chin, exposing the front of the throat. And just take the shoulders back and down, maybe opening this whole chest area. Imagine the heart is wanting to fly upwards and the gaze is wanting to fly upwards, looking towards that distant horizon. Yeah. Good. Breathe in and breathe out, bringing the face back to front. Good. Lovely. Let's take the hands in front and behind. Legs a bit wider, feet a bit wider. Give yourself a round of applause. Yeah, well done. Well done for being here. Showing up is the hardest bit. Getting the mat out, the intention, and whatever you do after that, it's all good. Let's take the fingertips to the shoulders, and let's draw big circles with the elbows. Let's get the shoulders more lively still. And we're trying to draw as big a circles as we can. Try and bring the elbows almost touching at the front and lift them really high. So we're opening up. So let the shoulders open up. And as you lift, you feel your ribs are lifting as well. And then roll those elbows back down. Feel the shoulders roll down. Enjoy the movements, not just the elbows that are moving, that everything else that follows that movement. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, rolling the shoulders down. Let's go the other direction. Breathing in, lift the elbows up. And breathing out, the arms, the elbows are coming forward. So we're just rolling around. Good. Inhale, lift, exhale. One more, breathing in. And breathing out. Good. Let's come into a half breath. So feet again, hips width apart. Lift the toes, place them down. Lift the heels, place them down. It's just a good reminder to stay connected with the earth. Take the attention into our feet. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Fill the body with air. Breathing out through the mouth. Nice big ha. Try and get the breath all out in one ha. Inhaling. Good. Let the arms just swing a few times. Just keep loose. Breathing in. Fresh new energy. Let the arms swing a few times. Let's go one more time. So this is really, once we've emptied out, the next inhale can be fresh and vibrant and full. Brand new. Releasing, releasing, releasing. All about the release. And let's just come into a Tai Chi twist. Feet are a bit wider still. Maybe as wide as your shoulders, a bit wider even than that. Feet are parallel, knees are bendy. And let's just twist and turn on our central axis. Let the arms swing heavily around the body. Breathe in and out through the nostrils. Just releasing and softening and loosening everything up. Keep the head on top of the body. Keep the knees bendy. Feel the connection with the ground. Let's go a little bit longer here. Loosening everything up and slowing down. And let's just get those body thumps just to wake up. So get the backs of the hands on the lower back, that whole area. Give it a good pummel. Yeah. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. And then taking the knuckles, the backs of the hands, and just rubbing the lower part of the back. You can get a bit higher if you like. Just finding the area that feels good. Keep the knees soft still. Keep the feet in contact with the ground. Breath. Brand new breath. Expansion. Release. Okay. Shake the hands out. Let's rotate the wrists. Constantly keeping our focus on engagement with ourselves, with our body, and turning the other way around with the wrists. Let the elbows join in. Let the arms get a little bit more fluid and active. Yeah. Where we take our attention, is key. Good. Okay. And a little bit of a cross crawl to again just repattern and reconnect the energy and get our coordination fired up. So lifting the left knee, meet it with the opposite hand, the right hand, and vice versa. And you can make this very lively if you're feeling energetic, or you feel that you've got lots of energy you want to engage with, or you can make it a little bit slower. It's up to you. But breathe in and out through the nostrils. Now let's extend the leg. Breathe. Breathe. This gets easier once we get used to it. And it's about the practice. So we take the leg out to the side, reach the arms, so you can get right over the body. So we get lots of openness in the sides. Ready for our standing postures. So let's warm up, limber up, oil the joints, get lively. Movement. Movement is everything. Good. Okay, we'll just get a bit more movement in the hip by lifting the knee and opening out to the side, just for a little extra there. Yeah, definitely worthwhile. Hips I always think about as forward motion, as we're thinking about new horizons, forward motion. Good. Okay, come to the front of your mat. Place the feet, again, checking the feet. Make this something we'll do regularly, then it really focuses the attention. Lift the heels, place them down, lift the toes, place them down, stand tall, lift the chest. Tummy is strong. Bring the hands together. Weight onto the left foot. We're going to take a big step back for warrior two. So probably as big a step as you can manage in one go. Or of course, you can always do it in 2 goes or 3 goes. Get the hips square to themselves and the long edge of the mat. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. So the shoulders are sitting down, neck is nice and long. Extend the fingers away from each other so the arms are really engaged. Look down the left arm. As you bend that left knee, you're pushing into that right foot. We're going to move with this as well. Okay, so breathing in, we're going to come up. And as you come up, lift the chest, lengthen the body. As you breathe out, you're thinking about the groin coming down to the ground. That knee's going forwards, in line with the toes. At the same time, you're pushing into that right heel. So move with your breath, breathing in. Keep the fingers extending away from each other all the time. Tummy is strong, supporting the lower back. Looking down that left arm, that distant horizon, that future that is opening up continually. We never know what's going to happen next. So we may as well be interested and curious in what's next, rather than fearful, because it doesn't change things anyway. So we may as well be excited and curious about what might be. All the time, breathing in as you lift up. Let's see if we can just sink into this for a couple of breaths. So really think about the equilibrium between the feet. Keep extending the equilibrium between the fingertips, looking down that left arm, strong belly, lifted chest, open chest. Whole body's involved. How's that feel, this whole body involvement? Keep your mind focused on your breath and your body. With your feet on the ground. Using the inhale, come up. Lower the arms on the exhale. Beautiful warrior. Bend into the right knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Good. Notice the difference between the sides. How is your energy? Put the weight onto the right foot and let's take a big step back with the left. Check your feet, check your hips. Breathing in, lift the arms up to the sky. Breathing out, bring the arms down to the shoulders. Breathing in, expand the chest. The fingertips are extending away from each other. Breathing out, bending into that right knee at the same time you push into that back foot. Make that your anchor, your back leg. Now use the inhale to come up. Lift the chest, lengthen the body, breathing out, sinking down. Checking that the knee and the toes are going in the same direction. Breathing in, lift. It's almost like you're pushing up through the feet as well, and breathing out, sinking into the posture. Enjoy the movement, breathing in. Breathing out. Sinking, good. A little bit lower, using the inhale to lift you. Expand the body. Breathing out. Let's try one more, breathing in. This time we're going to sink into the posture a little bit, looking down the right fingertips, beyond the fingertips, into infinity, into that horizon, that new horizon. Keep anchoring yourself. Anchoring. See, we're balanced and measured and present. Use the inhale to come up. Use the exhale to lower the arms down, bending into that left knee, and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Good. I think I need a little bit of a repose now, so we're going to come into a ragdoll. Soften the knees to begin. So think about the knees. You can see them just bending in front of you. As that happens, you can bring your gaze towards your knees. Bring the head, the chin to the chest. Let the hands slide down the legs to make it so easy. And your hands then and your arms are heavy. And they either sink into the floor or you hold the elbows. Most important, let the head go. So let's just loosen that neck up even more. Did a bit of work on the neck. So just turning your head as if you're saying no. Sometimes it's good to say no. You make your decisions, what's good, what you want, and what you don't want. Good. Okay, keeping the knees bent. Leave the arms hanging forward. If you're holding onto the elbows, let go. Breathe in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Now start to lift. Really take your attention into the base of your spine and see if you can lift from that point. Keep breathing in and out and do this really slowly. Travel up mindfully through your spine. Imagine each separate little vertebrae having its moment to lift and lengthen, creating space in the whole of the spinal column. Beautiful. And when you come up to standing, just lift the shoulders and roll them back a few times. Remind yourself to keep that chest lovely and open. Heart is open. Good. So, more side opening, more hip work. Peaceful warrior. Starts the same as the warrior 2 we just did. Weight onto the left foot, standing at the front of the mat. Take a big step back with the right foot. Big step, warrior. So we're used to this now. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in. Expand the chest, expand the fingers. Breathing out, bending into that left knee. Knees going in the same direction as the toes. Don't forget to anchor that back foot. Very important. Now breathe in again. Lift the chest. As you breathe out, reach back with that right hand and down. As the right hand comes down, the left hand comes up. Simple. Turn the left hand so the palm is turned and facing towards the back of the mat. The palm is facing down. Fingers are reaching to the back of the mat. Don't let the front knee go straight. Try and keep that bend. So really getting a lot of work on the outside of that right thigh there. Opening up the hips and the groin. Use the inhale to come back to warrior 2. Bring the arms there and breathe out, sink in. Use the inhale to lift up. Use the exhale to lower the arms down. Bend into the right knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Maybe have a little bit of a shake of the legs, keeping the feet on the ground. It helps to loosen rather than shake. Nice loosening of the legs. Weight onto the right foot, step back, big step with the left. Peaceful warrior, beautiful peaceful warrior. Square the hips, breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, expand the chest, open the heart. Breathing out, bending into that right knee, pushing into that back foot. Strong, anchoring, left leg now. Breathe in again. And as you breathe out, reach back with that left hand. As the left hand goes down to the leg, the right arm goes up. Reach up to the ceiling with the fingers, turn the palm to face backwards. Reach the palm over the body. Fingers are extending. The front knee, the right knee is still bent. Open through the hips. Look up at the ceiling on the inside of that arm. Keep that left buttock really strong. Feel the feet on the ground, not gripping. Now use the inhale to come back to warrior 2. Exhale to sink into it for one more breath. Use the inhale to come up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Bend into the left knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Good. Let's give a little bit of a shake up. And we're going to come into another restoring posture. It's a squat. Yes. So take the feet a little bit apart. The feet turned out slightly. You might want to adjust that once you are in the squat. Squat brings us close to the ground. So we're talking about the ground, the feet on the ground now. The hands can be on the ground. Adjust the position of the toes so they're in the same alignment as your knees. And if you can get the body in between the thighs, that's great. Don't worry. Work towards that. Work towards this distant horizon. Hands come to the ground. Let the head hang. So wherever you are in this squat, if your heels are lifted, pad underneath. Support them. So put blankets, cushions, whatever. Let the head hang forwards. We want to create some space and length in the back of the neck. So feel the weight of the head hanging forwards. Breathe in through the nostrils. Big sigh out through the mouth. Good. Now lift the head, lift the eyes. Let's bring the hands together. See if you can get the elbows on the inside of the knees, even if you have to kind of get them really squished up, just so you can start to think about, if your knees are very close together, you're not quite as wide. That could be constriction in the hips. See if you can just get them just inside, and then if you are more comfortable, you can start to press the elbows into the insides of the thighs there. Pressing the palms together, opening the chest. Good. It's like a little froggy position. And then we bring the hands down to the centre for a little twist. Twisting, beautiful for the spine. The left hand down, breathing in, lift the right arm up. It's going up to the ceiling. Keep extending the fingers up and watch that right hand. Lovely twist. Feel the chest is wanting to look up at that right hand as well. Keep breathing deeply. Now let's rotate slowly that right wrist. Make that as big a circle as you can. Keep looking and watching that right hand. And then rotate it the other way. Keep extending it up. And now it's coming down. It's coming back down to the ground. We watch it as we floats down like a little leaf. Right hand down. Breathing in, lift the left arm up. Extend those fingers to the ceiling. And rotate that left wrist now. It's as if it wants to climb to the ceiling. And your heart is going up with it, spiraling upwards. Beautiful circle with the wrist. And now it's going the other way. And if it goes the other way, we're still watching. And it's coming back down to the earth. Beautiful, spirally movement. Back down. Let's push up in the hands. Lift the bottom up, so we're coming back into a ragdoll. Knees are bent, don't forget. Let the body hang. Let's take a releasing breath. Breathe in through the nostrils. Out through the mouth. Have a little swing here. You can have your hands on the ground and you can kind of push yourself a little bit. Or you can just keep changing the weight from the right to the left foot. But feel that, hopefully, a bit of ease. Feel how it affects the lower back there. We're just having a little swing. Keep the knees bent, most important. So the upper body can completely relax. Now come to a stillness. Again, bring the focus of your mind to the base of the spine. This is where we're lifting from. Imagine this invisible thread lifting you up. Keep the knees bent. Leave the head heavy. Leave the arms heavy. Keep breathing in and out. Really important. You get the full benefit when we really stay with this unraveling. Beautiful. Breathing. So when we come standing, it really is like, wow, brand new. Feel full of energy and opened up completely. Another side angle. Right, going for it. Side flank. Stretch. So let's put the weight onto the left foot again. Big step back with the right. Big step. Or a couple of steps. So just get the hips level. So we're not out of line. They're level. They're square to the long edge of the mat as well. Breathing in, lift the arms up. We're going to start off as we just did with Warrior 2, but it's going to go a little bit different. Breathing in. Expand the chest. Breathing out, you're going to bend into that left knee again. So we've done this the third time now. All the time pushing back with that right foot. So get that evenness between the weights between the feet. Now breathe in. As you breathe out, let the left forearm rest, but not lean, onto that left thigh. Those of you who are more practiced and enjoy a deeper kind of position, you can bring the left hand down to the ground if you want. But keep the body open. Really important that right shoulder is up, doesn't start flopping forwards. So we start to bring that right fingertips down in front of us, and we're watching it with our eyes, and it's going into an arc, and we're reaching up in front of us and away. So we're looking up, or you can look up on the inside of that arm up to the ceiling. This keeps the body in alignment rather than the arm flopping forwards and the shoulder flopping forwards. We want to almost have the chest looking up at the ceiling. Keep a deep bend in that left knee, don't let it collapse inwards, we're twisting the knee then. And make this long, long line from the fingertip to the right, back of the right foot. Lovely and long. Expansive. Good. Now as you come out of this, we need to bend into that left knee, bring the hand down to the ground, use the inhale to lift up, nice and smoothly, and lower the arms down. Now we're going to bend into the right knee and bring ourselves back to the front of the mat. Give our legs a little wriggle. Keep the feet on the ground. Just feels nice. Right. Reset. Feet, lift the toes, place them down. Lift the heels, place them down. Breathe in, put the weight onto the right foot and step back with the left. Big step. Square the hips. Lift the chest, tummy is strong. Breathe in, lift the arms up. Extend, lift the chest. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in. Open the chest. Breathing out. As you bend that right knee, at the same time, that left heel is pushing back. Find that warrior two first, and then we come into the side plank. Breathe in. As you breathe out, let the right forearm just rest gently onto that right thigh. Bring the left hand down in front of you. The fingertips are extending down. It's like a clock, but it's going backwards. And then reaching up that left arm in front of you, watching the hand, letting the arm go over the body. And if you can, look up at the ceiling on the inside of that arm. Keep extending the fingers into that distant horizon. Keep pushing that left heel and foot into the ground. This is the line we're focusing on, this lovely long diagonal. Good. Breathe deeply. Good. To come out, we bend into that right knee and bring that left hand forwards, and then breathe in, lift the arms. Breathe out, lower the arms down. Bend into the left knee, bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Give those legs a little shake. Strong posture. So let's just take a little bit of a moment to regather ourselves. Let's have a little bounce on the heels, so knees, don't forget, are soft. Have a little bounce on your heels. Just rejig everything around. Reset. Loosened up again. So, little moment for breath and body. Feet to hips width apart, parallel feet. Lift the toes, place them down. Lift the heels, place them down. Soft knees. Hands come to the heart center. Lift the chest, shoulders down. Back of the neck is long, chin is tucked in. Strong belly. So, if you like, the upper body is lifting up from the belly button up, and the lower part of the body, the feet are sinking into the ground. Have this feeling of extending in both directions, expanding in every direction. And let's see if we can expand this beyond our body, beyond what we feel is just ourselves, by using the breath and our intention. So we're dropping the hands down, the fingertips go down to the ground, we look down. As you breathe in, the thumbs come out, the palms open, the arms open up. You're reaching up to the heavens, looking up, bringing the hands together and drawing that energy into your body. Keep everything involved. It's not just the hands and arms moving. Dropping the head down, opening the hands up, breathing in, lifting the eyes up. Good. Then we're bringing the hands down. This is kind of like a continual motion. You can almost think of this as like, one of those Taurus symbols. We're really involved in this whole action, breathing in, reaching up to the skies, reaching beyond ourselves and bringing the energy back into the heart center, and then gathering energy from the heart as well. So it's continually building and growing and developing and expanding and coming back into ourselves, back into that deep center. And let's see, what do you feel grateful for today? Let's just see what comes up. Allow yourself to be surprised, be curious and interested. What am I grateful for, truly grateful for? Yeah, grateful for a bit of cool breeze coming in through the window. It can be small things, but those small things can be quite amazing. Let's see what happens. And you can even voice these. If you want to make it powerful, voice them out loud. Feel the feelings that go with that gratitude. That is the most important thing. What's the feeling? Where is it in the body? Is it deep in the belly? Is it in the front of the heart? Is it between the eyes or the base of the throat? Or is it tingling in the soles of the feet? One more. Scoop up. Extend out to the universe. Draw that energy in. That feeling of gratitude for this moment, for this life, for this practice. Let the hands just rest there. The thumbs are pressing into the heart center slightly. Lift the toes, place them down. Remember the ground beneath you. So with all this expansiveness, the ground is still there to meet you. Good. Maybe have a moment just to close your eyes and take a bit of focus inwards. Feel that heart space. How does it feel? How does it feel to be grateful? And if you want, you can even let a smile come into your face. Yeah. Good. Drop the hands down. Okay, we're going to come into a balance. So with that beautiful movement, maybe we'll feel a bit more poise and balance to come into our tree. And I'm certainly grateful for trees. So let's send the roots down. We're going to stand onto the left foot and imagine the roots are going down from that left foot, maybe bending that knee slightly. And then I'm just going to lift that right knee, and maybe give it a little squeeze actually, just to give out a bit of energy there. And then place the foot, the sole of the right foot, either on the ankle, make sure the knee's going out to the side, or the calf, or the thigh, not on the knee. That's what we mustn't do. If you're pressing it into the thigh, press firmly and press the thigh back. So we're meeting in the centre. Now open up that right hip. You can try not to grip with the toes. If you're gripping, lift the toes up. I dare you. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Bring the hands above the head, bring the hands together, and then bring the hands into the heart centre. As your hands come to the heart centre again, we're coming back to this place, you lift the heart towards the thumbs. Open the chest. Yeah, everything is open here. Good. Lifting the chest, lengthening through that torso, opening here. So everything is moving away from the centre. The hip there, the foot is driving down to the earth, the heart is flying upwards with energy of the tree. Yeah, steady and still, but constantly moving and growing, but a very different pace to humans. Good, breathe. Find your point to focus your eyes, keep that steady. Now use the inhale to lift the arms up. Out, exhale, try and keep your posture as the hands come down on the exhale. And then finally, let's do another little knee lift. Squeeze that knee up and see if you can let it float down. Just floating down so that when that right foot hits the ground, you change the weight and just give yourself a little bit of a shake, or you can just shake your legs with the feet on the ground. That's a nice way of loosening too. Send the weight into the right foot now. Let's take a bit of time here. Really get that nice and steady, knees nice and bent so you feel the gravity is going down. Now lift that left knee when you're ready. Give it a squeeze, give it a bit of energy in that left leg and also opening the groin a little bit. Then place it wherever you did on the other side. Remember, not on the knee, so either you need to get it above or below the knee. Pressing firmly if you're in the thigh and pressing the thigh back. Whoa, yes, wobbling is okay. The more you allow yourself to wobble, the more the body learns how to balance. So breathing in, let's have these arms and these branches open wide this time. And not just the branches of the arms, but also the fingers, these little twigs, extending away. So everything is extending away from the centre. So the upper body is reaching for the light, the lower part of the body is reaching down for the nutrients, for the earth, yeah, for the water. Expand, expand, keep growing, keep expanding. Feel that energy coming up from the earth. Everything moving. Everything constantly feeding, constantly energized. Good. Now bring the hands together on the inhale. Bring the hands down on the exhale. Lifting that left knee, give it a squeeze. And let it float down. So you can focus, so you can float that down. Left leg reaches the ground. Give everything a little shake up. Shake the legs with the feet on the ground. That feels really nice. Loosening the legs a little bit. Now let's come into a little bit of a half sun salute here. So feet again, reset them, look at them. Lift the toes, place them down. Feel the ground with the feet. Start with the hands in the heart centre. Lift the chest towards the thumbs. Drop the hands down. As you breathe in, you lift the palms up and the palms come together above the head and you look up at the hands. As you breathe out, the palms are turn and move away from each other and come down to the ground. The knees bend. Breathing out and the fingertips touch the floor with the knees bent. Looking at the toes. Now as you inhale, the eyes come up. The heart comes forward. The hands come to the shins below the knees. And then as you breathe out, you keep the legs straight and you come into the forward bend. Hands reaching the ground. Bend the knees a lot, breathing in. Lift the eyes. Lift the hands, push up through the legs, and breathing out, lower the hands down. We'll continue. Breathing in all the way up. Look up, lift the chest, breathing out, knees bend. Fingertips touch the ground. Looking at the toes. Breathing in, look forwards. Chest comes forward, shoulders back. Arms and back and legs are all straight. Breathing out, forward bend. Looking towards the toes. Bend the knees a lot. Already lift your eyes. Use the inhale to lift you up. Use the hands to lift you up. Breathing out. Arms soft. So it's a very strong inhale. Inspiration, extension. And the exhale is coming to the earth. It's softer. Knees are soft. Inhale, inspiration, heart's opening, looking forwards. Exhale, come to the ground. Release. Breathe out fully. Bend the knees a lot. Inspiration. Inhalation, look up, expand. Breathing out, soft, soft, soft. Hands come down to the side. Breathing in all the way up, look up. Breathing out, hands come down. Knees are bent, fingertips come to the ground. Breathing in, look forward, straighten the back. Breathing out, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot. Breathing in all the way up. Breathing out, hands come down. Let's do one more of these. Breathing in all the way up. Lovely half sun salutes. Simple, focused, really body aware, breath aware, really connected. Not so much to remember. Breathing in all the way up. Reach up and breathing out, arms come down. Bring your hands to the heart center. Breathe in. Breathe out. See how that feels? If the toes, place them down. So just feeling your body for a moment. Feeling your body again. It's good to keep checking in. Remind yourself of your present moment. Awareness. Actually, we're going to, let's, I'm enjoying doing these goddess pose for this particular class. I think it really works. So we're going to take the feet really wide. And the feet are not parallel. They're out at an angle. Same angle as your knees. So all the time, most of the time in standing postures, any postures, is the knee and the toes want to be in alignment. Otherwise, if it's not, if my knee's going there, my knee's twisted. Or if my knee's going there, my knee's twisted. And that's not good. So this is the bottom half. Let's see how this goes first of all. Bring the hands together. We're just going to lower the body down. Don't forget to keep the tummy tucked in and the tailbone is pointing down. We're not sticking the bottom out. We're keeping the chest, the heart above the base of the spine. Pressing the hands together lightly. Keep lifting and opening the chest, shoulders down. Head staying on top of the body. Good. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in. And you can use your mula bandha, your pelvic floor, as you do this. Breathing in and breathing out. So let's get the upper body, the upper part of this organised. So as you breathe in, you're going to just do this slowly. Breathing in, lift the arms up, and breathing out, your elbows are going to come down. The fingers are really spread out. Okay, so it's really kind of strong and very vibrant. And then with the action, the base, this is how it looks. Breathing in. So, tongue out the mouth. Rasping sound, eyes really wide. So very, very expressive, wide face. Come on, go for it. Let's really go for this. Breathing in. Good, okay. Let's try it again, breathing in. Good, let's try it one more time, breathing in. Good, so you can bring your legs together, give your legs a little shake. Let's come to the ground. We're going to come into a standing forward bend. So again, reset your feet, hips width apart, parallel, lift the toes, place them down, lift the heels, place them down. You can hold onto your back if you feel like you need a bit more support in your lower back, or extend the arms up, look up. So you choose, whichever you're doing. And as you come forward, either holding the back if you want to, keeping the back straight, keeping the abdominals strong. This is key. The more we can use the abdominals in partnership with the lower back, the better the body's going to be. So we're coming into a forward bend. Keep your eyes on your toes. Not on your knees, because then we're not really doing this, we're not really thinking about lengthening the spine. The back is more curved. So to keep the back lengthened, you feel that the heart is coming towards those big toes and the tailbone is reaching up into the sky. So we've got this dynamic happening. These points in space moving away from each other. Make sure you have contact with the ground somehow. Even if you have something on the floor between your hands and the ground, that's important. Fingertips, that's also good. But we're going to spend a bit of time and a few breaths just so we get to contact these hamstrings. Very important to lengthen the hamstrings. It's also that if you're tight hamstrings, you're most likely going to get problems in your lower back, maybe a little bit in the hips as well. So really important to keep these nice and strong and flexible, supple and stable even. So come up on the fingertips now, breathing in, look forwards. As you take the weight onto the left foot and come onto the left hand a little bit more, you can send that right foot back into a big, big lunge. So get that foot right to the back of the mat. Then you can bend in the left knee, let the body rest on the left thigh. Keep the right knee off the ground if you feel okay with that, and pushing that right heel away. So your body's kind of rested on this front knee, and you're really thinking about strong right thigh there. Good. Just for a breath or two. Now bring that right knee to the ground, flatten the foot behind, come up onto our high kneeling position. You can take that foot out to the side if you don't feel so balanced. Breathing in, lift the arms up, bring the hands together above the head. Take those arms back, even before we come into this lunge. Breathe in. Reach the fingertips to the ceiling. As you breathe out, the hands come back and the groin comes forwards. If this feels too much, you can hold on to some furniture there. Or you can always take your hands to your hips. If it feels too much to have the arms elevated, that's fine. But we really want to think about opening the chest. This is why I say take the hands to the hips and take the elbows back. So you have a choice there. Now bring the hands down to the ground, either side of the left foot. Tuck the right toe under, lift the right knee off the ground, send the left foot back now. We're in a plank. Strong body. If you can even just do this for a couple of seconds, this is great. But if you need to, put the knees on the ground. Don't go into shaking. This is not happy for the body. And you're less likely to do it again because you go, I remember that horrible shaking, I didn't like that. So just, you can stop and start. Strong belly, strong back. The chest is above the hand, not the face. Body's in a straight line. Now we're going to bring that body down to the ground. So you can either lower down with the strength in your arms or just come onto your knees. But whatever you do, relax once you're on the ground. Take the arms back. Turn the head either on the side if your neck is okay with that. Otherwise, you can always bring the hands up there or rest on your backs of your hands, the forehead, if that feels better for you. Breathe in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. How's that feel? Notice how your body feels here. Yeah. Also feel your breath expanding. You can feel your belly expanding, the front of the body expanding against the ground. So you're being very embodied breath. Feel your embodied breath. Now bring the forward to the ground. Bring the legs together. Back of the hands are on the ground. Use the inhale to lift the nose, chin, chest, lift the shoulders, and then lift the arms upwards and backwards. And then start to lift the legs off the ground, pointing the toes. So we're trying to keep as much of the body off the ground as possible, but keep breathing in and out. Don't hold your breath. Keeping the breath nice and soft and even kind of takes the tension out. Even though there is tension, you're creating tension. But we're kind of providing that softness to support that action. Otherwise it's all tension. One more breath in and lower down slowly. Rest on the other side of the head. Really soften the whole body into the ground. Expand the breath. Feel the body expand against the ground, the chest and the belly. And breathe out fully. Maybe a sigh out through the mouth. Good. Bring the legs back together. This time let's bring the forearms down. So the fingers are kind of pretty much level with your eye line. Keep the shoulders down away from your ears. So the hands or the forearms need to be a little bit away from the body, not hunched up inside to the body. Bring the forehead to the ground, legs together. Use the inhale to lift the nose, the chin, the chest. We're not pushing into the forearms. Notice if you're using your buttocks, and we'd rather switch off the buttocks and use the abdominals. So to do that, point the toes inwards towards each other and see if you can use the abdominals to support the back. Yeah, that's a very different feeling. Chest is going forwards and upwards. Shoulders down away from the ears. Now let's take another breath in. Now switch the weight into the arms. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, lower down to the ground. And almost once you reach the ground, you can push into those hands and sit back into the heels. Good. So we're resting in the swan position, bringing your forehead to the ground, or of course you always have the option of placing the forehead on the back of the hands. Just going to lighten this up a little bit with my magic wand that tends to do it. Sorry about that. Breathe deeply. Breathe deeply. Good. Okay. Yeah, open that back up. Sit deeply into the heels. Breathe. Expand the lungs in the back body. Feel the breath right into the back ribs. Imagine they're your wings that you're filling with air, and also right up into the back of the top of the shoulders. Just play with that. Be interested and curious about your breath. How expansive it can be. The more expansive the breath, the more we can expand in our lives. You know, it really does. If we don't do anything, our lives get smaller, our comfort zone gets smaller. So we have to keep challenging it, even just to maintain that space. Good. So we're going to try something now. Dolphin. So this is really good for preparing. If you have inclination towards doing a headstand, or if you're already doing headstands, this is a great preparation for that. And it's also great for strengthening the abdominals, and it's kind of fun too. So we find the distance for the elbows by holding the elbows. The elbows are on the ground in front of us. We're up on our knees, and then we bring the hands in front of us and interlink the fingers and pressing. We need to press these forearms and the hands into the ground, because that's what you do in a headstand. You know, then normally you place your head here, but we're really pressing into here, otherwise you're going to hurt your neck. We're not going to come into a headstand, so don't worry about that. So this dolphin, it's moving back and forth like a dolphin, you know, kind of goes up and down in the sea. So as you come forward, you take your head forwards, and you're going to try and touch your head or your nose to the ground, and then you bring the hand back and touch your forehead to the ground behind the hand, so going forwards and backwards. Now this is the basic version. You can stay with this if this feels strong enough for you. The further you take your knees away, the more effort it is for the abdominals. And for the shoulders, of course, for that matter. And if you want to go for if you're feeling like you want to go for it even more, you can lift the knees off the ground, and this is a harder version. It's going to be stronger on the abdominals, also, you know, stronger on the shoulders, but developing shoulder strength, abdominal strength. This is a great practice. So we're coming back and forth in this dolphin. So you choose, and you can adjust, you know, where you put your knees, where you put your feet, and find the position that feels okay for you. So you're not going into shaking, you're not pushing it, but you're also challenging yourself. You're expanding that comfort zone, going back and forth, breathing. Don't forget to breathe. We need to breathe to support the stronger actions. When we do this in our practice, then we're more likely to bring the breath into our life when we really need that extra support. Okay, a couple more. Coming back and forth, touching, if you can reach with the forehead or the nose, if you like. Try not to do that too much with the nose. And then we're going to just walk the hands forward, because we're going to probably have to have some release for those abdominals by lying on the belly. Breathing in and out. You can rest your head on your hands, back to your hands there, or just rest on the side of the head. Either side, whatever feels most appropriate for you. Breathing in, breathing out. Enjoy your breath. Enjoy that release. And now we're going to just roll onto our backs. Or find whatever which way you find easiest to come onto your back. And let's just hug the knees for a moment. First time we've had our back on the ground in today's practice. So just rock and roll, hug the knees side to side. And let's draw a big circle with those knees now. So we really get into that lower back that's been working hard. Bit of ease for the abdominals as well. You can do this without your hands if you want to make that more expansive. But slow, slow, slow. So you really get into all the nooks and crannies. The slower you do this, the more interesting it gets. You know, the mistake is speed, you kind of miss all the detail. So slow is the order of the day. Breathing in, you take the knees away. You can hold on to them or not, it's up to you. Let's go in the other direction now. And breathing out, you draw the knees towards you. So if you're going hands-free, really think about drawing those knees into you. If you have your hands, obviously it's easier to pull the knees into you. Just squeeze the breath out. This is a lovely, simple little practice, just drawing circles. And of course, you know, the whole body is spirals and circles. There's no straight lines. So we're going with that natural movement and shape and form and expansion. Hug the knees, then put the soles of the feet on the ground, slide the legs away. Give yourself a full extension, arms above the head on the ground, point the toes, just feel the whole of the front of your body, the whole of the back of your body. Feel the support of the ground, but also feel that space that you have created in your body, maybe also, hopefully, mind space. Body and mind, actually, you know, we separate them, but they're actually not really separate at all. So let's again bring the knees up to the chest, take the hands around them. Napanasana. So we start off by breathing in, take the knees away. Breathing out, draw the knees into the body, bring the nose up towards the knees. Really let that tail lift off the ground as well. So you can continue in this version. It's good to give different versions. Some people like something a bit bigger, so if you want that, you can take the arms above the head on the inhale and take the knees away from you, as long as you can keep that connection of the whole of your lower back with the ground. So you have to really use your abdominals, and if you're taking your legs away, you really need to keep them as if so nothing can get underneath the back. And breathing out, hold the knees. You know, you don't need to take them very far away, but if you want to just use the arms, you can just take the knees a little bit far, a little bit distance away. But really draw the knees in, draw the head up, lift, small ball, inhale, expansion. Again, this is going with the nature, going with the natural flow of things, going with that universal energy of expansion and contraction. Everything is doing this at its own rate. The breath is doing this all the time. All the little individual cells of the body, then also the bigger things are doing this. Life itself is expanding and contracting. One more, breathing in and breathing out. Good. Put the soles of the feet on the ground, palms flat down. Feet are close to the buttocks. They are parallel. It's difficult, I know, because you can't see them, but hopefully you start to get a feeling for that. And they're also hips width apart. So you feel the ankles or the heels are just behind the buttocks there. Palms flat down, fingertips extending down towards the bottom of the mat. So let's just get the hips ready. You might want to just do a few little bit pelvic tilts here. So not taking the bottom off the ground there, we're just tilting and rocking that pelvis back and forth. As you do that, you know, as you push the back into the ground and draw, you almost drawing the pelvic floor upwards. So you feel also your abdominals contract. So this is almost like a very tiny little yogic sit-up, if you like. Breathing in, expand, relax, feel the back lifting off the ground, and as you breathe out, push the back into the ground, draw up that pelvic floor. Good, just enjoy that. It's a very small movement, but you're also strengthening the pelvic floor as you do that. Exercising it. And also this is a really good way of kind of instigating and stimulating your energy, your power, and support. You know, developing that inner support system. So just relax that for a moment. Keep the chin tucked in tightly to the chest. And on the inhale, we're going to lift off the ground. Lift the hips off the ground. Keep the thighs level. So you have to use the strength of the thighs. Push up into the hands. Open the chest. As you breathe out, you're going to roll down the spine. From the top of the spine down to the base of the spine. Roll it. See if you can roll. Make that a beautiful movement. Breathing in, lifting up, opening the whole front of the body. It's like a big, beautiful rainbow in your body. And as you breathe out, roll the spine down from the top of the spine, down through the vertebrae, down to the base of the spine. Maybe give it a little rock again before you breathe in and lift up. If you want to move the arms with this, you can lift the arms. And as you prefer that, and as you breathe out, again, rolling the spine down. So it needs a bit of abdominal control that last little bit, otherwise the spine just comes down in a kind of a plop, if you know what I mean, rather than a beautiful rolling. So developing flexibility, suppleness, stability, and spaciousness in the spine, and awareness, bringing our awareness to it, feeling this. Last one, try and bring the arms down at the same time as the back lands, the hands reach the ground. Good, coordination. Now hug the knees. Okay. Rocking and rolling side to side. Extend, put the left foot on the ground, holding onto the right knee, extend that left leg away. Let's come into a lying twist, but a bit stronger twist. Hug that right knee into the body, left foot, left hand down, low down onto the ankle. Draw that right knee into the body. So we're getting a good stretch from the groin again. Now we take the left hand onto the right knee. So we take that right arm out to the side. So if you've got more room, you can extend that right arm to the side. Breathe in. As you breathe out, take the knee over the body, over to the left, so the opposite side. And then take the eyes over to the right, looking down that right arm. Try and keep the right shoulder down. And we're thinking about the right knee coming down to the ground. So looking in one direction, taking the knee to the other direction. Strong lying twist. Really nice for the spine, coming into that IT band on the outside of the right thigh. Breathe deeply. Breathe deeply. Breathe into your spine. See if you can imagine how that would feel. Good. Now just bring the head up and use the hands to lift that right knee into the centre because it's a strong twist. You want to come out with it smoothly. Give it a squeeze on the right knee. Put the right foot on the ground, slide it away and lift the left knee up. And just hugging that knee to the body first of all. Really squeeze that in. Breathe. Connect to your breath. The right leg is extended out on the ground. Now take the right hand up to the right thigh. The left hand goes out to the side, palm flat down. Breathing in. As you breathe out, that left knee goes over the body, right over, and you're looking down that left arm. So the top of the head, or the top of the neck is twisting in one direction, and the base is going in the other direction. Most of the twist in the spine is really happening in the upper body. Good. Breathing in. Breathing out. Feel the breath in the twist. Good. Use the inhale to lift your head up. Lift the knee with both hands. Draw it up into the body again. Give it a little squeeze. Put the foot on the ground. Slide the leg away. One more time. Give yourself full extension. Breathing in. Yeah. Just stretch and move your body on the ground. Whatever feels good. Just kind of freestyle it. And just enjoy your body on the ground. Imagine each limb is extending away from your centre. It's just like you're enjoying and moving, whatever way feels good. Releasing anything that needs to be released. Okay. So let's come into Shavasana finally. Anything you need to do now to free anything up, you can hug your knees or whatever you feel you need to do to find some ease. And I invite you to have your legs up on some furniture or your legs up against the wall for this one. You know, really give yourself some full ease. So if you have a wall that you can put your legs up against, or you have some furniture, a chair or sofa to get your legs up. Some of you might need a folded blanket or a small cushion underneath your head there. I invite you to do that, but you're very welcome to just stay in Shavasana. It just gives that extra level of comfort. We all need a bit of comfort, and we've worked hard today. So find your position on the ground, close your eyes. Whatever you're doing, whatever position on the ground you've chosen, close your eyes. Good. Breathe. Okay. Take a deep breath in through the nostrils and sigh out through the mouth. We're just going to take a minute or two on the ground here to close our practice today. Now just feel your body on the ground. Feel the ground beneath your body. Eyes are closed. Focus is inwards. And just feeling the breath is soft now. Just letting go of anything that you have to do or feel you need to focus on. You don't need to focus on anything apart from feeling and allowing. There's nothing to do here. The breath is taking care of itself. Breath is coming in and going out. Breath coming in and breath going out. Breath is taking care of itself. Easy and natural. If thoughts come, ideas or to-do lists, let them come in and let them go. Let them come and let them go. It's just passing, it's just momentary. Nothing to worry about. Instead, give yourself to this moment fully, to totally relax and let go. Release your body to the ground. Feel the breath is like the ocean waves, so your body is like the beach. The breath is like the ocean wave coming up over the body as you inhale and washing away everything you don't need as you breathe out softly. So your whole body is just there, held by the horizon, infinite, expansive horizon. This horizon is leaning forwards and offering you space to place new steps of change. Allowing, softening. So we come to the end of the practice, end of the relaxation. So just allow yourself to slowly come out. Move your fingers and toes, arms and legs, hands and feet. How does your body feel? How does your body feel? Let me know how it feels. I'm very interested in hearing your comments. So if you notice any difference between now and an hour ago, let me know. Yeah, good. Just moving your body, finding your way, maybe stretching the body, hugging the knees, whatever feels good to you. You might find your way rolling onto your side, gradually sitting up if you want to. If you sit up, just acknowledge yourself, your external world, looking around you, becoming familiar with your surroundings and the time of day, rubbing the body because you may have stuff to get on with and you want to be fully aware and conscious. And then rub the palms together, create some heat and energy between the palms of the hands and place that heat and energy over the heart center. Both palms of the hands, really giving it double. Feel into that heart space, the whole of the inner space, right to the back, right around. Feel that energy and warmth moving into that area. Yeah. And just allow yourself to bring to mind your sankalpa, your affirmation, your prayer, whatever you want to call it. Positively framed sentence that you say to yourself for yourself to develop self-compassion, self-expansion, self-knowledge. And one of the best sankalpas is, I am love. I am love. But say whatever you want to yourself. Take it deep into your heart. Give it extra power by smiling widely. And relax. Namaste. Thank you so much for being with me here today and your continued presence and awareness. Thank you for supporting this practice. Please share it with other people. It's all about the word of mouth and the recommendations. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.